Alrighty, here we are, episode 52. We've got a local legend, JP, on the Mean podcast, where we're only mean by name and not by nature. You wouldn't have heard the intro before.
No, not really. No,
Only
I
mean
like
by
the
name because my
slogan,
last name's Meanie.
though. Right, so that makes sense.
So I was tossing around like podcast names and like titles and like how do you sort of come up with something like that to sort of kind of encapsulate everything you're going to talk about. But when you're starting out, as a podcast host and creator yourself, it was difficult.
Yeah, it is easily like you're trying to find something that is memorable but doesn't sound like ridiculous at the same time.
Exactly, yeah.
But sometimes the more ridiculous ones are
Might
the
stand
better
out
ones.
a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, I was thinking is like be nice and mean or something to, I don't know, my last name, I'm trying to have that because it was going to be a majority of me just talking shit. So,
yeah.
And we landed on the Mean Pod. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to have like a little signature sign in and then signature sign out. So only mean by name, but not by nature.
So that's your sign in.
That's a sign in.
It is a really good slogan though.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
and that wasn't ChatGPT.
Well, that's a real lie.
That was
brag these days.
Mate, do you use that much?
No, never use it.
No.
I refuse.
Yeah,
I refuse. Honestly, it's just like.
Do you have to say that?
Well, yeah, like if anyone at work's watching, yeah. But like honestly, like I've always had that opinion. It's just like the moment I use ChatGPT is the moment like
it's all over.
It's over. Yeah, particularly my field of work. It's just like,
well, of course.
No.
Speaking of your field of work, Jarrod Pollard, for those who are listening around the world and obviously a local legend who's doing great things, reached out to him before Christmas, and then we managed to snag you on a Sunday. On your Sunday.
My Sunday, yeah.
Currently
Tuesday.
Sabbath,
yeah.
So you go, Wednesday to Sunday?
Yeah. So it varies. So it's always each week, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and we do longest shifts. And I either do Friday one week or Saturday the next.
Yeah, okay, right.
And that alternates. So it's 4 days, but we stretch the shifts more, which when you're commuting to Sydney, so much easier.
Oh.
So better. So much better.
I could just imagine, yeah.
Yeah. It makes it bearable.
Yeah.
But and then I talk to the guys at work, and it's just like how long was the drive? I'm just like, it was like an hour and 35. Wasn't too bad today. And they're just like 20 minutes down the road. Just
right. Oh, from Paddington or something like that.
Yeah, literally like down the road from Paddington. I've got a couple of guys who actually live there. It's just like, oh yeah, I cycled here. It's like, yeah. Thanks.
For those who don't know, mate, do you want to give a little bit of a backstory as to what you do at the moment and where it all started, and a little bit about you?
Yeah. So I currently work as a presenter at Fox Sports News, which if you told me like 3 years ago, even I'd be saying that, I would have jumped.
Really?
Yeah, I would have done anything for it. But I also, like the last month or two, have started writing some digital stuff for the Fox Sports website.
Yes.
So NRL stories there.
Unreal.
Which
so you'll have your
is
little
like,
name, so written by Jarrod Pollard.
Yeah. No staff writers. It's
and what does that mean?
Well, there's an inside joke. It's like when someone writes something controversial, it's just like, they put staff writers, don't put your name to it.
Okay, right.
No staff writers here. No, yeah. So I've done that the last couple of months, sort of like now just diving into that and learning that a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, my
That's
full-time
exciting.
gig, yeah, it is. It's, I mean, I write and talk about sport for a living. It's not too bad, isn't it? You could be doing much worse things. But yeah, so my full-time gig's at FSN, Fox Sports News on the TV, and then I do usually a shift a week here and there they're at Artarmon, the digital team, and we're in Surrey Hills, where Fox Sports News is.
The old Artarmon, she's a bit of a hike to get to.
Yeah, it's fun. But you always go over to come back, you're always going over the bridge to go, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so I do that. Came from Wave FM in when did I finish? Late December, just before Christmas. Yeah, so I was there.
I think that was about the time we were chatting via.
It was bang
socials,
on there. Yeah, but I have been at FSN since. It's only been 2 years now. It was like July 2024, I think. I've been doing weekend shifts there.
Sort of like a little apprenticeship over the weekends.
In a way, yeah. So I was full time reading the afternoon news for Wave during Monday to Friday during the week, and then whenever shifts popped up, I'd go up to FSN on the weekends and sometimes you'd be doing double shifts on the weekend.
Fuck, dude, I was
stretching
busy,
it.
man.
But you know what? Like, I've always just reasoned myself. It's just like, I could be doing a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like, if
100%.
I was at that stage where it's like, well, I'm still at that stage really, where it's just like, you just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
Yeah.
Eventually. Yeah. So, but I was at Wave for 2.5 years. I loved it there. Met some really good people there. Still there now. Yeah. So had a few events here at the Illa actually. A couple of little get-togethers here.
Little sessions.
Little sessions.
Wave
like
FM
listener
sessions.
parties. Yeah. The older.
Any stories coming out of there or?
Yeah, we had
Wave
some
FM like to
interesting
party?
listeners. I know one bloke in particular who works breakfast there. Likes the party.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Can you guess?
Does he work here on Wednesday nights?
Put it this way, he's got a table named after him here.
Oh, got a fair idea.
Yeah, it rhymes with Kai and Ram. Yeah. The guys there were great to me. Like they we had a few like listener like activation events here
And what does that mean? Listener.
Like basically like let me just give an example. When I first started, like Lyndall and Crammy had this thing. It was like an 80s v 90s retro thing. And I was like, a couple of weeks of on air, like staff, listeners call up, we'll get you a free ticket to this event we had on a Friday night. And then just like listeners will win tickets and you just come in and have this cool event on a Friday night and stuff like that. Yeah. So, we had a few of those.
Is that to like sort of get the listeners feel like they're a part of it?
Engaged.
Yeah. And then like meet Crammy, Lyndall and all that. And then yourself.
Well, I remember I was like that at the start because I grew up listening to Crammy and Lyndall. And I was like, oh yeah,
was
cool.
that I-98 days?
Back then. Yeah. And then it got to a point where it's just like, I probably became a Spotify listener maybe about COVID times.
Yeah, okay.
So I really turned away from it. But then obviously I got the job at Wave and I'd have the radio in the background while I was working all day anyway. So I was just like, and I just listened to what I want afterwards.
In the beginning, did you always been local?
Yes, I have. I'm not. I always say born and bred, but I'm actually not born here. I was born in Campbelltown, but I moved here after like a month. My mum's from Fig Tree, my dad's from South Granville, but they were in Narellan at the time when I was born.
No way.
But we literally like, I barely had enough time to breathe in.
Yeah,
Narellan,
sure.
And then I was down here.
After a month.
Yeah, but I've been in Horsley pretty much. I pretty much stay dot. But I moved. It's not even moved down here because Mum's from down here, and had
basically
had roots down
brought
here.
you home type thing.
Yeah. So
that's
I'm coming pretty much. Yeah. But we started building out in Horsley. Lived with my grandparents in Jordo for I think it was like a year and a half or something, and then we moved in out there. They're still there. I moved out early last year. Still in Horsley, literally 2 days down the road. I can walk home, which is great.
It's great for dinners.
But mate, even tonight I'm going there for dinner tonight.
Perfect.
It's just like,
Say no more.
Can I scab a free dinner, please? Thank you. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, no. So I've been here all my life. I don't intend on going anywhere.
Mate, why would you?
Mate,
especially with Sydney, like an hour and a half away.
Literally, by the time you're done, even just going through the city and getting out of that traffic, it's just like, get me the fuck home.
100%.
Please.
Especially like on the train, you pop out after like Helensburgh, and then you go along Scarborough and all that. You just see the water. And you're like, fucking.
Brings the perspective real quick, and then you're waking up in the morning, and we're in a new estate. It's on the edge of Horsley, just before Wonga Willie starts, and it's quiet.
Yeah,
we're lucky in that behind our property that we bought. It's zoned, so like there's a horse paddock.
Oh,
there's
lovely.
Further down,
escarpment
view to the left, we're literally at the foot of the escarpment, which is great.
Gorgeous.
Little like 3-bedder duplex, and then we have a horse paddock behind us.
Yeah.
And like a river further down, so it's zoned, so no one can ever build behind us, which was like a big when we went to the open house, it was like a Wednesday. Saw that and we thought, no, we need to get this.
You're like your own little Yellowstone out the back.
It's kind of literally like that. Like we'll sit at the back of our living rooms out the back, flick the window open, and we're just sitting there and we'll just hear just horses just like, just like,
stop it.
Mate, honestly, it's quiet.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Nice. You wouldn't get that in the city.
Fuck no,
not a chance. So I don't intend on going anywhere unless it would be for like something crazy. Like, so, oh, by the way, do you want to, travel the country covering whatever sport?
Yeah.
And you have to be in Sydney.
But it'd always be like a good base to have down here, though.
I'd always keep something down here.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, but.
And then what? So you went to Wollongong Uni for
I did.
sports journalism?
It's funny. I actually did a double degree. I did comms and media, communication media, and I did a commerce degree.
Yeah, right.
Because I was always like, probably good to have something in the background in business, but I always wanted to do media. I wasn't sure if it was journalism I wanted to do or whatever like that.
Is that a tough decision when you're going through that process? Is it specifically sports journalism that you study, or is it just journalism? And
it was just comms and media. I didn't actually technically
comms and media,
study journalism in a way, which it's funny. Like, if I look back at it now, I probably would have just done the journalism degree, 3 years and be done with it. I was there for 4.5 in the end. But always the narrative that we were told was, there's not that many jobs in journalism. Sport journalism is unique in that, it's who you know. But there's literally gigs. You can find a gig anywhere. Like, honestly, the myth that there's no jobs in journalism is a crock of shit.
Really?
And I discovered that like within 2 weeks of starting at Wave. Like, there's that many gaps in different markets that need to be filled.
They need articles written? Or is it more like that, or they need like
everything? Like, there's a lot of freelancers in the industry these days, which are like casuals for different places, different fingers and pies. But there's also like, there is gigs going around where it's just like, if you're at uni, it's like, hey, can I come here for an afternoon? That 100%. Come here.
Yeah, sweet.
So there's if I'd had my time over, I probably would have done journalism, but also like reached out to some of the local radio stations or even the papers, like, hey, can I come in maybe an afternoon a week?
And just get like a bit of hands-on experience.
Literally just get some hands-on, because I tell you, I learnt more in my first 3 weeks at Wave than I reckon I learnt in 4.5 years at uni for my job.
I think that's a lot like with everything, right? Like,
it is, yeah. Like, you get out what you put into it. Like, I in the end, once COVID hit, took the experience thing into my own hands and started my own local football soccer podcast in the end. So that was like the whole motivation for starting that, which
COVID?
I'm sure we'll get into. In COVID, well, just before COVID hit, but it coincided right when COVID hit.
Yeah.
And there was no sport being played, so that was
okay, lovely.
So
how deep did you get into that?
Pretty deep. I had it for like 2.5 years in the end. I was playing in the Illawarra Premier League.
Quite a lot of time, man.
In between like resis and all that. But I'd started a podcast. You want to talk about podcast names? This was called the South Coast Football Holic.
Real tongue twister.
You'll never forget it, ever. But it was actually, it was pretty fun. Like, it was funny. Like, we recorded our first like season preview IPL app on a Tuesday, and literally the Thursday was when everything got shut down. It's like, comps are stopping, by the way. So it was like, well, this whole 2-hour season preview prep I just did is just gone to complete waste.
Means nothing.
So we had to improvise, which is good. I had myself and another guy who we were both doing match reports for the IPL at the time, going to games and that. So we were like, let's do something. And once COVID hit, we had a lot of free time as uni students. So it was like, let's just do some remote ones. Went down to JB Hi-Fi, got the little microphones and all that.
Yeah.
And it grew pretty big, actually, like for a local pod anyway. And by the time it came back, I was like, we were doing season previews, getting local players on, and all their mates would then listen to them. So sort of people called on. Well, I remember one time, I think it was like 2021, comp stopped early, so we just created our fake awards night thing, dressed up in like a tux and everything. I had a skinhead because you couldn't get haircuts during the time, and like,
you're a skinhead.
I had like a buzz cut.
No way.
At the time.
Was that just a home job?
It was literally, I just needed a haircut. Because I got one yesterday, but like as soon as the side hairs hit my ears, it's just like, nah, it needs to go.
Get it going.
So there, I got to that point, and like, I'm just here with a buzz cut and a tux in my room, literally like just frames of photos and that in the background. I've got this like it's an awards night. But so many guys, like we did a fan vote thing, so it's like stupid things like, hottest player in the league or most likely to, get arrested or something like that.
Yeah, right.
But once we tallied the fan votes in, we actually messaged the guys and say, hey, like you voted this, can you do a piss take, like acceptance speech for us?
That's cool. Well, you just DM them.
Yeah, literally just DM'd them. They're just the local boys, and then you build relationships with them, and then we did that.
That's a long time, 2.5 years to do a.
It was 2.5 years. Yeah, like our biggest ep was probably last year. I did it was 2022 because I stopped playing in midway through end 2022. But we had a big season preview where we got a single player from each local club on. I think we got like 700 downloads or something, just like for a local comp.
Fuck, dude.
Which, yeah, it went gang. That was our biggest one.
Yeah,
by far.
yeah.
But that was cool.
That's awesome.
And then anyway, I stopped playing in 2022, did the whole Europe thing, and then went looking for work. And I know for a fact that pod and what those examples I had actually, when I applied for the job at Wave, got me over the line. In the end,
Having done the podcast,
having done that, and having like some tangible example of just like,
it's
not just a degree and everything like that. It's like here's what I can actually do, and
like sort of your own off the back,
yeah,
DMing and like just leveraging.
It doesn't even have to be that. It's just like going out there and actually doing something, rather than just reading a book and saying, "Here, this is what I learned" and all that. It's just like you're actually taking some initiative.
So, did you apply for Wave?
Yeah, which is a very rarity. Like. I was in like this admin job for like 6 months.
At Wave?
No, at a different place locally. It's just I wasn't the right fit for it.
Okay,
it didn't work out, and it's like I was like, right, I really want to get into this. Like sports journalism was always what I wanted to do. And then I saw the gig come up at Wave, and I was like, perfect. I'm gonna put my hat in the ring, see how we go. And I got a call the next day from.
It's just a Seek thing.
It was. I found it on LinkedIn, which in the media these days is rare.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And once we get to when I went to Fox, it's usually who you know. But yeah, I applied for the gig, got a call next day from someone who turned out to be a real close mentor of mine, and pretty much the real reason I am where I am now. And I got a call. Yeah, Ali was her name. God rest her soul. She passed away late last year, suddenly.
Oh, sorry to hear that, mate.
Yeah. So she really took me under her wing. She was like a. It's hard to say because I'm close with my mum, but she was like a mother figure to me.
Sure.
And really like at a time where like I was really doubting if I could do it. Like within like a day, she like. Take you under your
just
wing.
sort of recognise that?
Just
recognise
she had a nous for just picking intangibles that no one else would, and I can guarantee if she wasn't in that position at the time, I don't know where I'd be right
really
now, honestly.
Wow, it must have been pretty important to you.
Yeah, really important.
And what made you doubt yourself? If this was something that you
just
always...
the fact that I hadn't done it before
in
a professional setting. Like I'd done my own podcast and all that, but
I suppose like Wave FM is a big jump. From like doing this type of thing.
It definitely felt like it at the time. Yeah. And
but what did you have to learn though? What was day one at Wave like?
Day one at what? Yeah, day one was more just doing like the typical like modules, just like HR things.
Oh, sure.
Day two,
don't call anyone at FNC.
Yeah, literally just don't be a racist. But yeah. So day two was more like learning how, because there's different ways to write. Like you're writing a script for a radio news bulletin, how you want to read it. So however you write it, you can pass off the story to someone else if they want to do it. They'll always edit it how they'll read it. It's read to speak.
So it's not like grammatically perfect. It's like more of it as how it's actually going to be said.
Yeah, it was always. I'm pretty grammar heavy anyway, but it's always like, however you'll write it will almost certainly be different to the person next to you.
Yeah, sure.
And you'll find if you take someone's exact how they write, you'll probably stumble in the booth because that's not how you speak. So that's
of course thing. We call that here at the main pod a stroke.
Literally, mate. I've got some good ones from my time at Wave, like live on.
Oh, really?
I remember
saved in your phone?
So,
Is it saved in your phone?
There's some saved on my phone. I could find one in particular. And
Please do. I have to put it up to the mic so we can all
I'll
hear.
I'll explain it. So it was like a Belinda Clark medal thing, the Women's Cricket Award. And I was like, oh yeah, Annabelle Sutherland has won it. She's beat the likes of, and then I meant to say Beth Mooney. I said Meth Booney. And I literally, I actually like chuckled like mid. I was lucky I had an audio grab to throw to, because like if I didn't have that, I would have like pissed myself laughing on air.
Oh, so well,
100%.
you can just throw to like an audio package.
Yeah, so you'll cut up the audio yourself, and then just like press the space button.
Oh, and then it's live on air playing.
Yeah, playing.
Right.
Yeah. So that's our own little system. Yeah, this thing's playing. I have to turn my mic off because like, and then I got out of the booth.
Was it Beth Mooney? You call her Meth Mooney?
Meth Booney.
Meth Booney.
And like every time I see her name now, it's just like.
Did you get any feedback like from the?
Well, I was. It's funny because I got out there, and I wanted to tell everyone about it because I thought once you get to the point, it's just like on-air blunders happen. That is funny.
Yeah,
people will laugh.
People will laugh.
I'm going out to the sales floor. I'm just like, did you guys just hear that? So give me a moment.
Oh, because it's playing through.
It's playing above, like they have like little speakers, but sometimes they turn it down if they got a call or something. Yeah, like that.
Sure.
I'm just going to just like, did you guys just hear what I just called that?
That's not too bad. I mean, that's a stroke.
But it's funny though.
That's a funny one. Like any blunders, like bad blunders, like you had to get.
I haven't sworn. Which, to be fair, we never script in front of you.
Would be pretty hard to,
yeah.
So you're not doing any, like a breakfast radio, how you sort of just chatting between like what we're doing right now.
No,
it's more sort of what you've.
That's the announcers.
Already pre. Oh, is that,
yeah. So
okay,
we're the top of the hour guys, and the announcers do their thing. Sometimes like Mick, who does the drive at Wave now, we're pretty close because we're the same age, and he'd bring me in every now and then just to do some fun things.
Yeah, that's cool. I think Mick the other Friday had a chat to Illawarra Travesties. Yeah, who's a regular on the podcast.
Yeah, he's the AI guy.
He's the AI guy. Yes, looks like Prince Harry. He got a call from, I think he got Mick, and we're at the races, about 6 schooners deep, and then Trav had to jump
Mick
on the phone.
Love that. Oh, he jumped on the phone.
That's like a live throw to
that makes for good radio. That makes for good radio.
I think he's, I don't know, I didn't hear it, but he's like, yeah, I'm just at the races and a few deep. So.
Mick's a good man. Actually, he'd be a good one to get on here, actually. He moved from Canberra a couple of years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would he come on to something like this? Or
I reckon he would. 100%.
Because I reached out to Mick when it was middle of last year. I think it was like in September.
Yeah.
And I sort of just did the rounds of like, I emailed I-98, Wave FM, Mercury and all that. 2 weeks prior, we're doing like a family trip down the Snowies, down to Thredbo. And then me and my brother thought it'd be a great idea to hike, like catch all the gondolas and the lifts to the highest lifted point. You know, that you can ring that bell.
Kosciuszko.
Yeah, Kosciuszko. And then we hiked like 350 metres, 400 metres up to this like sort of peak behind the bell.
Yeah.
And then we had all like our podcast gear. And we did a podcast like on top of this mountain.
Highest spot in Australia.
Highest spot in Australia. So it's the highest pod.
Highest pod in the country. Yeah.
Well, it's the highest podcast recording in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah. That's a great.
Which is cool.
That is
cool. Unreal. Yeah. And we're like Googling as much as we can. We're trying to do as much research saying, is this going to be actually, if we do this,
are we going to pass out?
We're going to, well, almost passed out on the way back. Holy hell. Legs were absolutely. If someone's getting arrested outside. Maybe they're coming for me. Shout out to the Illawarra Hotel, by the way, hosting today's podcast.
Yeah.
The only place to be in the Gone, Hilda's room. As you can tell, it's fucking gorgeous. But after we've uploaded that, then I reached out to everyone. So can I come on and then spruce the fact we now have the highest podcast recording in the Southern Hemisphere. Mick was the only one that got back to us. He's like, mate, would love to.
Yeah.
When are you free? And then YouTube banned me.
What for?
Well, I'm not sure. Still don't know. It was like this terms and conditions of like goes against like their practices, whatever we've done. I think we got swept up in like this.
Do you reckon they've seen the title highest podcast and thought like you're just smoking a joint or something like that?
Well, maybe that could have been a point. Yeah, it's probably a good point. But the title was like, but all those titles leading up to that point were like pretty similar. It was like Mean Pod with
Taking
such and such. And it was like all pretty similar. I'm not sure if the titles looked like it was a bit spammy, like all a bit similar. Not sure. Anyway, so then I had Mick lined up, and then YouTube banned me and got rid of all the videos.
Oh, no.
So I was like, Mick, sorry, mate. We've got an issue with YouTube. Once I have a chat to you, I've got nowhere to like push the listeners to go and watch it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, no worries.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Hey, he's a good man.
I'll have to reach out to him.
No, he's a good dude. I've got his number. I'll pass it on to you.
Oh, my man,
You'll love
JP.
it. You'll love it.
So he's a similar age, is he?
Yeah, exact same age. Yeah, we're both born same year, 99. He's January. I think he's January or something like that. And I'm November, so
yeah.
He's my senior, but not by much.
No, not by much. Not at all. So 1999, did you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Good Lord. I'm 91.
You know,
I'm 91.
My claim to fame is I just made the 90s.
Yeah, you're a 90s baby.
By a month. So
what would you be then, millennial? If you were like a year later.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know, but like, I technically can't classify myself as a 90s kid, but I can.
Yeah, I think
I'll
you
just
can.
run with it. I'll just we're in that awkward in between where it's just like we're old enough to know what it was like, and
yeah,
but we're not like too.
Were you still Nintendo?
Yeah, the more modern age Nintendos. Yeah, like the DS.
Oh,
with the stylus, or is that just out of whack?
That's
still old enough to know the PlayStation 1, so that's
I'm talking like Nintendo 64 type
stuff. No, that's just
see, me. For me, like because of 91, I would have been 8 when you were born. So I was rocking like the mullets and like the 90s fashion.
Dude, I felt like I was 18 the other day, and it's like I'm mid to late 20s now. It's just like.
Mate, this is prime time.
It is prime time, but how quick time is going?
Oh.
It's terrifying.
Well, I'm turning 35 this year, right?
All right, that's got to be humbling. That's got to be humbling.
Excuse me.
Mate, for me, that will come quick.
Mate, it does come quick, let me tell you.
Honestly.
I saw this thing the other day that 35 is like a super weird age because in 15 years' time, I'll be 50. But 15 years ago, I was 20.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I remember like when I turned 25. Actually, I turned 25 in Amsterdam with my partner, so that was fun.
Any stories from there?
First time I went. Second time I behaved myself because it was just a couple's trip.
Oh, okay. Right.
And I learned my lesson from the first time, which not many people do. But, we'll get to the first time. But I remember when I turned 25, and I was like, I didn't call it 25. I called it halfway to 50. And I had all these 50-year-olds. I had all these 50-year-olds looking at me and just like, fuck off. Honestly.
Mate, 25 is a good age. How old are you now? What would that
26.
Be? 26.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, prime time.
Later this year. So, I remember when like you'd be playing soccer and you're like 19 and you're just like, 26. Yeah, that's prime age. And it's like,
when you're 18,
I still feel like a child, honestly.
Oh, man. So do I. It doesn't change.
There's always a thing where it's just like with men, it's like you never grow up, you grow old.
Or your back just gets more and more sore. Especially when you have kidlets.
Yeah.
Bending down all the time. You're like, hello.
I find golf is good for that, as I've discovered the last couple of months.
Speaking of golf, you're a big golfer.
I'm getting into it.
Really?
Like literally.
Handicapped or no?
Not yet. No, I'm definitely not up to that level.
No, okay. Well,
100%. Yeah.
Well, I've been playing for 15 years, still not handicapped.
There we go.
I reckon I'll be shooting off 30.
Yeah, I'll be lucky to get to that.
Yeah.
Like, I just play on my own at the moment.
Nothing wrong with that.
Because shock horror, nobody is off on a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, true. Did you say you got a tea time this afternoon?
I do. Yeah.
Whereabouts are you playing?
Here, at the Grange, just down the road from home.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, it's nice. So,
member?
I am now. Yeah, just until the end of the year.
Oh, now you're taking it serious.
Yeah. So I'll probably go once a week.
Yeah.
I reckon. And when everyone else is off, and it's like, I'll just go Tuesday after, nice and quiet, and trying to learn the ropes.
Oh, of
about
course.
It. But it's funny. It's the one game where you can be shit house and still cannot wait to come back next week. Always.
Well, mate, that's the thing though. It's I think I've heard something that's like the most like humbling but relatable sport, right?
Yes,
so you can have that, you can have that moment where you hit a shot exactly like the pros. And then that euphoric, when you chip it from like 120 out and it's like 2 foot away, and you're like, that's
and
what
then
it's all about.
Then you still miss the par, by the way.
Well, of course. And then you 2-putt it, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I was listening to something the other week, and I'm not much of a gambling man, but it was funny. It was like someone was talking about golf, and they described it as the pokies of sport, in that you can lose all this, but that one little sugar hit keeps you coming back every time.
The pokey of sport.
Always.
Fuck, that's dangerous.
So you're a golfer as well, are you?
I'm a big golfer.
Yep.
With 2 kidlets, it's sort of few and far between to get out there.
Yeah, of course. There's content opportunities in golf, I feel.
Oh, mate, shout out to the Teed Up boys. You know the Teed Up boys?
I don't, no.
They're the local guys. They frequent the Shell Harbour, the Links area. They're members down there.
Nice course, absolute graveyard for balls if you're a beginner.
Oh, mate. That
is a beautiful
Port
course.
Kembla, if you're not on the fairway, your ball's fucked.
You're gone.
It's gone.
And 9 times out of 10, I call it sun-safe golf, where like you're always looking in the trees for the ball. I'm a sun-safe golfer.
You don't have to wear a hat.
No, I don't even have to wear a hat. Sun-safe golf, honestly.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's funny, it's like, I've sort of like, oh yeah, that's a hobby now. Cool. No one else can play with you on a Tuesday though. But I've found myself like, I've started to follow like Bryson DeChambeau's YouTube now. I'm watching his break 50 things and all that. And I'm just like, oh yeah.
They're good, eh?
That'd be cool to do. It's just it's a shame you're shit. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I think you have to play so often just get
you need
even
lessons.
half decent.
To be half decent, you need lessons. 100%.
Well, I go to the Wingdang driving complex.
The Illawarra Golf Complex.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, down at Wingdang there. And I was trying to park myself as close to the pros as possible, getting a free lesson. Yeah. So then I started with a slice and then end up with like a hook because I'm trying to overcompensate and trying to listen to old mate as much as I can, and it's thrown me all out of whack again. So,
that's good.
It's a tough sport, but mate, we'll tee up a game one day.
Let's do it.
I'm off Tuesday morning. So, would you ever do Tuesday mornings?
I would do a Tuesday morning. Monday morning would be tough because I'll be home at like 1 a.m.
Monday mornings are tough.
But so that's always an arvo thing. But like Tuesday mornings, yeah.
Mate, we'll tee up a game.
What do you usually play?
It's not even that usual anymore. Try and bounce around. Like I think play Wollongong pretty often.
Never played Wollongong. I was thinking about. I've got a mate who is a member there. I was thinking about that, but just didn't get around to testing it out.
Oh, sure.
There was a period where I was testing out different courses. Yeah.
What's your favourite so far?
Oh, I like Calderwood.
Yeah.
It's just a shame it's public and you can't get a membership there.
Yeah.
But I like Calderwood.
Calderwood's unreal.
Grange is good. Grange is good. It's close to home. There's a couple of nice little holes there. I don't know. I reckon if I was decent, the Links would probably be my favourite.
The Links is special, though.
It is a lovely course. It's just a graveyard for balls.
It's just petrifying too. The Links and Kaima, if you guys don't know who's listening, Links and Kaima, you have a public first tee off.
Yeah.
Which means there is like a viewing platform right behind you, and everyone who's either finished or just starting, if you finish it probably on the schooners watching you, everyone's watching your first tee off.
And you're copping it, yeah.
And then the knees are jittery, palms are sweaty.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
Yeah, exactly, M&M stuff.
I'm on a sweater already.
No good.
Mum spaghetti.
It's mum spaghetti stuff. It's they're tough. They're tough first tee offs.
Yeah.
You played Kiama before?
Never played Kiama. What's that?
Kiama's quite nice.
It's nice.
Yeah. It's just a little bit far away, especially when you're up here.
I think that's why I haven't tried it out yet. I was like, I probably wouldn't get a membership there because it's just so far away. Whereas like
it's pretty far.
The Grange is.
No, the Grange is good.
It's good. It's nice.
Me and my brother were musing about this the other week when he was on the podcast. That there's like 3 or 4 holes at the back of the Grange on the other side of the highway.
Yeah, that's nice and serene.
Well, I find it weird. I feel like they're weird holes.
They are, yeah.
They sort of they're like really nice, and then you get to like 12, 13, 14, I think it might be. Maybe 15, then you come back on this side of the highway.
And then you pop back out for the last 2.
Yeah, it's back to like
See, I had no idea, and I've driven over that bridge to the highway that goes over it for years, and I had no idea that the course went out to the other side.
Oh, right,
I had no idea.
Yeah, especially, you actually wouldn't know, would you, unless you played it?
You can't see it.
Yeah.
You can't see it from from the highway. So I was like, okay, let's go check this out.
It's
quite nice on it. Like, I reckon this sunny Arvo will be nice because the shade will come down. And
absolutely.
It's serene playing by yourself. The biggest issue is just making sure you know where your ball's gone.
Oh, mate. But then there's no one there to see, like, you just throw a ball out.
No one's like, but I hate losing balls too, which is
especially
bad
a couple of Pro V
considered
ones.
my swing.
The old Pro V ones, you just bought a box and then you get 2 holes in and you're down 2 sleeves.
Yeah.
And you're like,
and it rattles you straight away.
Absolutely.
Too. But I'm lucky. Like, my dad works, he works on the rail and they work in the Upper Hunter a lot. And there's a work site he goes to, which is right near, I think it's Musselbrook Golf Course or something. Yeah. So he comes back with like bags of balls.
Fuck, legend.
Bags of balls.
Legendary.
But yeah, I feel like it's addictive.
Yeah.
Despite being shithouse, it's addictive.
So addictive, man.
Yeah.
Once you got the bug, it's all over.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So your time at Wave was awesome. So you're there for 2.5 years, just doing the afternoons.
Yeah, doing the Arvos. Every now and then you do breakfast. Honestly, you didn't feel like it.
There's a lot of work. Like, do you have to, let's say, I was invited last year at some point to for the Win Network weather presenter.
Yeah.
They were looking for one.
Mm-hmm.
Set in like a few videos and a piece to camera.
Yeah.
But they were saying it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
Just for the afternoon.
I reckon.
Bulletin.
Excuse me. I reckon because there's a lot of networking in media these days. I have a feeling you'd probably do weather for several different markets around the country.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So there would be
all across the Win Network, not just the Gong.
I work for Wave,
that makes sense.
But we're part of ARN, which has been in the news recently because of the whole Colin Jacquio stuff. But we were put under that ARN umbrella. So our sister stations were like KISS, or the Gold FM now.
Yeah, Gold FM.
But we also had like regional markets in Bega, Musselbrook, Nowra, like even ones in like Bendigo and all that. Across my time, I reckon I did Wollongong, I did Nowra, I did Bega, like just covering remotely from our studio.
So you get a call and be like, okay, we're going to do Bega now. So
like a couple
change
weeks
scripts.
in advance. It's like, such and such from Bega's off. Can you do this? And you'd be able to do it remotely. Write the stories, research, call people and all that.
Is that part of your wage or salary? Like you just have to fill in from time to time?
No,
or is that like a little...
You're not... if you're doing filling in, you're not doing Wave. They'll cover like network or something.
So you're purely just doing Bega that day?
Yeah,
remotely.
There's local news requirements, which at Wave, because we have so many bulletins, we usually hit in the morning anyway. Yeah. So if I cover somewhere else in the morning, it's usually okay, and you can just put like national news in the Arvo, in the carts, we called it. But yeah, I did Bega, Nowra, Musselbrook. I even did Bendigo once. I've never been to Bendigo.
Yeah, right.
Launceston and Tassie I covered for like 3 months once.
Really?
Yeah.
What, just ongoing?
Just like stop gap until I think someone had a big injury.
That's technical. So then you have to do change all your research into...
Yeah, you got to adjust and it's good.
Is it local news? Like what's going on in there?
It's all local news.
So it's not just weather. Stuff. It's like you're doing...
No.
You're just typing in Launceston news.
Sometimes it's like, sometimes you're calling different people saying, hey, what's going on? Or you get like a national story. So you can localise it by getting a national story and then asking someone local about it and using their audio grabs.
Oh, right.
So you can twist around that.
And their point of view on it.
Yeah. So a local point of view.
Yeah,
so it works like that. Sometimes you'd be quiet and you'd be finding real niff-naff local stories like, hey, the $2 market's on this afternoon from 2 o'clock
or
to 5.
Some flog reckons he's got the highest podcast in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah,
we'll have him on.
Well, he's not. Well, there's no evidence of that anymore.
So well, now I've got my YouTube channel. I made another one.
You made another one.
So then I reposted all the videos. That one included.
What's the lowest point in Australia? Is it just sea level or
Well,
dumb question, Jarrod.
Well, I'm not sure. Probably
anything below sea level.
Once I'm in the bunker at the links, it gets pretty low.
That's pretty low.
I start hacking majorly.
Do a pod from the bunker on the 16th hole of the links. Yeah,
I'll be there for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's funny.
Then Wave FM was unreal, but then you dipped your toe into...
Yeah, and this is where I come back to Ali, my mentor, who... like I say, I wouldn't be where I am without her.
Well, shout out RIP, Al.
Yeah. Actually, she's got her son's named Zach Bates. I don't know if you heard the name. He races in the V8s. The
Yeah,
Supercar
okay,
series.
right.
He's
No, not too familiar.
rookie this year. Which is kind of how actually I got the gig at Fox. So 2 years ago, they had an opening round at Bathurst, and I just went there got a free media pass, went there for the weekend.
Unreal.
Ali's son was racing in the sports series at the time, but for one of the big teams in the main game. So I was just hanging with her and talking to people all weekend, and I met a guy who had just finished at Fox Sports News, and he was just doing the producing stuff, and I think he does a bit of commentary for the sport categories now as well, where I was just talking to him. I was just like, oh, do you have the editor's contact there? Like, maybe I could reach out to him. He's like, yeah, straight away. I'm still mates with him. Reach out to him. And over the course of a couple of months, I don't know how they gave me a gig because I'd never stepped foot in a TV studio before. But
wow.
They said, yeah, come on, we'll have a coffee and talk like what you like. And I think they could tell like I was a sport fanatic straight away, which is a big thing. Sport knowledge.
Well, especially being at Fox Sports.
Yeah, 100%. And they knew that I got it. Like, I understood different sports, not just one, and all that as well. So I went up there, learned the editing systems, and they were just like, mate, if you want, we can give you a casual contract. Come up on the weekends whenever there's gaps. And then, yeah.
And what, you just go up there and fill in if someone's off, or you just go and do it remotely?
Yeah, so you needed to do like screen tests first, where you
full green screen?
No, legit, like actual like studio, no green screen and all that where we are. I think some places do.
And Tab definitely do. When I was in there doing a green screen test.
Yeah, they'll probably will. But like, no, we have like legitimate like panels behind us and all that. So all our studio you see on the camera.
And that's just a dummy run, is it?
Yeah. So I had 5 shifts where I was doing dummy runs, and you think reading radio news is like, oh, how different can it be? So much different.
Is that the prompter?
You got pieces in here. The prompter you're actually controlling with a foot pedal under
No.
the desk. So you got to manage that, make sure the font size is right, and you're not overshooting it. But then also, you have to worry about make sure your head's straight. Because I remember at the start, my head was like leaning one way. I was like, that doesn't work.
Yeah, right.
But you keep your head straight. You got someone when the grabs are playing, like the video grabs, counting you down in your ear. So it's a 3, 2, 1, cue. And there could be some technical difficulties where something doesn't go through right, and you throw to something, there's vision playing, and it's like read on, so you got to improvise.
Oh, right, so they say that. Improvise.
Or just
we had a drama.
Keep reading on, this isn't playing, keep reading on. Doesn't happen often.
So is that when okay, we're going to throw to it now, and then you're left looking at the camera and...
Well, like a couple of weeks ago, I was there when the Vegas NRL games were on, and we were thrown to one of the presses, and one of the presses, I don't know, the feed was just blacking out. We were just like, we're reading on, just throw back. And then just like, we've got some technical difficulties, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, okay.
But you don't do that in the practice reads though.
Is that the improv where he's like, sorry guys, we've got some technical difficulties, moving on?
Yeah, we'll move on. We'll come back to that a little later.
And have a bit of a laugh.
But yeah, there's little things like that. Someone's in you got your earpiece in. You're making sure your tie's always straight. You're making sure your microphone lead isn't popping out.
Oh,
so there's little things, and the lights are bright as anything. So if you're tired, just like 11 o'clock at night, which is our loop bulletin, it's like trying to stay awake. But you don't even think about that. So it's completely different. But then everyone said it's always like driving a car, repetition.
Yeah, sure.
You get used to it and become.
Yeah.
I remember 5 shifts. They was like, we'll give you a bulletin, we'll give you a crack. And I was just sitting there just like, holy shit. Because I used to come home from high school, flick on Fox Sports News every afternoon in its heyday. And I was just like, oh shit, I used to watch this every afternoon just seeing what was going on when TV was the one to go to. And they're giving me a crack on it. It was
now
insane.
You're in the studios.
Yeah, it's just like another day now, which is mad. But I remember my first ever bulletin. It was just an hour-long bulletin, shit and razor blades.
Mate, an hour-long bulletin would be fucking petrifying.
For the first time, yeah, petrifying. But you're just like, this is live. If you stuff up, you just accept it now.
You're done.
Or not even you're done. It's just you accept it. No one cares if you stuff up. It's how you recover.
Yeah, right, okay.
Stuff ups are way more common than what you think.
Oh, just imagine.
What you think. I'll stuff up every night. It happens. You'll get tongue twisted over a word or something, and you get tired over. or you just like that.
Yeah,
Pretty much. So it's not worrying about that. And like I'm at the point now where that happens. It's just how you recover, pretty much. But,
and like, what's your go-to thing when you stuff up? Is it like do you have a sentence, or do you have like a little mental thing that you do to like recalibrate and then go again?
If like there's a word there and I kind of mispronounce it, I'll quickly just go like, this rather. Rather's my favourite word. That's my other word. And then you just move on. Sometimes you just need to slow it down a bit. Once you're back on track, then you're okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So
and the teleprompter, like I don't think a lot of people understand just how difficult that is to
It's tricky to master with a foot pedal.
With a foot pedal is crazy.
A lot of people don't realise that it is controlled by us. Like a lot of people just think it's like automatic and you got to
it's probably speed. A lot of people just like the Ron Burgundy type thing where like it's just sort of rolling through.
Sometimes it's like that. Like someone will make an error in the script. Let's throw to such and such now, and then I turn to the TV screen right next to us, and I'm just like, that's not him. And then that trips you over. It's like, okay, I've got to improvise here. That's not who I'm about to throw to.
Oh, so you're throwing to a bit of like a video
like
package?
A pressure or something like that. Yeah, usually the video packages there.
I was like, let's cut to Benji Marshall talking about the Tigers, and it's like Shane Flanagan.
How they're going to win the comp, and then I was like, no, that's actually the Shane Flanagan.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Some dope at the back got it wrong. Let's move on.
But it's on you. No, it's right. That never happens. So it's, I work with really good people.
Fox Sports, they'd be pretty onto that sort of stuff.
Yeah. It's funny. Like we're Fox Sports News, but we're not in the same building as everyone else at Fox Sports. So like we're in the same building as Sky, and Sky run ours, but Foxtel fund us. I think that's how it works. Wow. It was a strange little divorce inverted commas during COVID, I think.
So you're not working with like the NRL side of Fox?
When I go up to the digital team at Arts Harmon, that's where they are.
Oh, okay,
That's the same building. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
When I'm at Surrey Hills, that's the same building as Sky, but we just keep to our sport things. Like our show, the only real show that's on Fox League that we produce is NRL Tonight. So like, you have your Matty Russells and
the Love Muscle.
The Love Muscle. Yeah.
Shout out to Riggsy. That's my brother's nickname for his appendage. Russell the Love Muscle.
Russell the Love. That's brilliant. And you know the fact that that's Matty Russell's nickname is the funniest thing because he is the nicest bloke. But like it's like
is that his nickname? That's
I'll talk to my. Well, I think it's just a nickname that just everyone refers him to. I don't even know if it's a nickname or not. But
yeah, okay.
I've got a mate who like listens to him on SEN. I'm just like, I caught up with Matty Russell the other day. He's just like, the Love Muscle.
Yeah.
So the one and only. So we produce NRL Tonight, and I think Matty does Monday, Tuesdays. I think Jake Duke comes in Wednesdays, and I think Thursdays, Fridays. Some of the guys I work with cover it. But yeah, that's.
So the old Jake Duke, I noticed that he started commentating the NRL, like calling it.
Yeah. I remember hearing that he was doing practice runs for a while, and that takes a bit of time.
Oh, absolutely.
To master.
Absolutely. Is that something that like where do you want to go in terms of now that you're in the building? Do you want to make your way over to Fox League? Is footy your thing? Dream.
Yeah, footy's my thing, but a lot of other things are as well. I love my motorsport and all that as well.
Yeah. So a bit more of what Matty Russell's doing. He's a bit more of a chameleon. He does a lot of footy stuff, like sideline stuff, but also can cover.
He does like NBL regularly too.
Yeah.
Sideline is the dream. Like Matty's actually taken me sideline to a couple of games before. Last year, and
just as like mate, just come along,
just come on down, see how it is, and just like once you watch sport from that angle, it's almost like you can't go back. Like everything else feels underwhelming because like you're literally like the first game I went sideline was the Para Dragons game the first time around last year where Lomax kicked that field goal, golden point,
dude, yeah,
and I'm a Para fan.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm just sitting there, just like life can't get much better than
this is the greatest moment,
like,
especially Lomax.
How do I, out of all people, but I'm just like, how do I do it? How do I do this like every week?
Yeah.
How do I get there?
Well, I suppose good people to know, like Matt Russell and all that.
And that's everything.
You can lean on.
That's everything. Referrals. Like you will never see a job application open on SEC for a sideline reporter.
Yeah. No, of course that makes sense.
Yeah. So But if I can be sideline at the footy one day, that's the dream.
Is that
Or
is
pit lane at the supercars or F1 or something.
Yeah,
that's the dream. Just
And like obviously, you're well on your way. Like
I like to think so.
well on your
Hopefully,
way. Well,
one
you
day.
said like 3 years ago, if you were working at Fox, you would be like,
Mate, even
All over
this
shop.
time 3 years ago, if you said I was working at Wave, I would have said you're kidding yourself.
so
It's
a lot can
like-
change. So by the time you're 30,
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, it's funny. Like I started at Wave in August as a complete rookie, never done anything in media before, and the next July I was on air at Fox Sports News. I was just like, I don't know how that.
unreal. It's all it's all meant to be.
I don't know how that happens.
Mate,
it's-
all meant to be.
I like to think so anyway.
Do you know a lot of the Fox League guys? Like, because I know it's a director that I've worked with, and he's a close mate of mine. We did a movie together where I was the actor and he was the director.
Yeah.
Adam Spinanza.
Haven't heard of the name. No, we're not as in tune, like close with the Fox League guys. We're kind of separate.
Right, he
But like,
directs a lot of the
I've met a
NRL
few
content.
of them. I've met a few of them.
Yeah.
So he's like the
Yeah, like a lot of the promo stuff with like teams and especially like leading up to like season launches and that sort of stuff.
So he'll do all the.
He does like all the sort of, I'm not sure if you saw, but like the sharks rowing the boat in the water. Like,
Yeah.
And then like the Roosters at Bondi Icebergs. He's got
Yeah.
Marky Mark, Junker behind.
That one, that like promo content.
yeah,
like
all the
that,
promo
Joe's,
content stuff. Yeah, which is
So he's clever.
yeah. So I think he started off like doing like the graveyard shift and like just doing like the programming.
Yeah.
And like do the ads and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
then managed to get his way into directing content. So.
Yeah, it happens like that. You meet people and you just say, "Look, this is what I want to do. How do I get there?" And
Yeah.
and all that. So
Speaking of Matty Russell, so you said he's a local guy.
he's Fig Tree. Yeah, he's
Wow.
lived at Fig Tree for over 20 years, I think.
So he must rack up the travel Ks as well.
But mate, he's like a good front rower, just always looking for work. That bloke.
Yeah.
He's
Got a
like-
big engine.
He is unbelievable, the amount of work he gets through. Like there'd be some days where he'd commentate a footy game somewhere in Sydney, like at 3 o'clock, and then he'd jet across to like Olympic Park for 7:30 NBL and commentate 2 games in one day. It's just like he's a machine, honestly.
Unbelievable. He's quite
literally-
tall as well. So are you, by the way. Well,
yeah,
you're what, 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah, 6'3". I think 6'3". Yeah.
The love muscle, he's got to be, what, 6'2"?
Yeah, I don't know if he's that tall, actually.
I've seen him at Fig Tree
Maybe-
Hotel once and I was like, fuck,
He's-
cunt, you're actually quite tall.
He is a good bloke.
Yeah?
Matty Russell,
He seems
seriously.
like a legend.
Like he's always open to like catching up for coffees and all that and just talking about things.
Yeah.
Well, like he took me to those 2 games. It's like, come on in, and yeah, he's a really good person.
Oh, man, I
seriously,
could just imagine.
Damn good commentator. if you
Yeah,
ask me.
mate, he's
Honestly,
great.
Like if you can commentate, like he's done footy, basketball. I think he even does netball as well.
Wow.
It's just like he can do.
I don't know how
anything.
you'd be across
He is,
all of that.
He is a master of knowledge. as
Also,
well.
like, yeah,
master of
the
prep.
names and like positions and switching between and the cadence of it all. Like, you need like a certain amount of energy.
He is a
to bring to it all.
He is a master, and like I've spoken to him one-on-one before about things, and like he's come from the. I think he was born like Southwest Sydney, but then he began his apprenticeship like in Orange Win or something like that.
Fuck.
Applied his trade there, and he was at Fox Sports News when it all started as well. So there's a parallel there as well, and he knows a lot.
Yeah.
He's really and to top, he's the best bloke.
Yeah,
you could. He's the type of bloke where you could just sit down, put a beer in front of you, and just chat for hours.
Just have a chat. Well,
Yeah.
mate, love those blokes. Like, we were talking off air before, to use your terminology, in the green room. Absolutely.
Jinx.
I had a look there. You started your own podcast after the soccer one, the Gong Pod.
Yeah. About 6 months last year when I was just at Wave and all that, I was
What made you do that?
just itchy feet. You know, like I've
Wanted
always,
to do your own thing?
I want
type
to do.
thing?
I want to do my own thing on the side as well, and like I've always wanted to get back into it.
Like the
as
podcast
well.
world,
The
or
podcast. I really like. I've got 2 pod mics at home and a roadcaster, just like sitting there waiting to be used.
yeah,
But yeah, I for about 6 months last year, I'd talk sport in the Gong, but like I think my love of sport was too broad. I think, but I talked to some cool people as well. Like I spoke to Matty.
yeah. I saw you had
I
Matty on.
spoke to Joe, who's one of the GMs at the Hawks as well. We spoke on the literal court at the WEC night after they won a
I saw
game,
that.
and that was the championship year as
Just
well.
like what in the corner of the
Just in the corner of the WEC, yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Spoke to some cool people,
And were you just like reaching out, or
just mate, the power of Instagram DMs, as
Yeah.
you know, or even just like digging deep. Maddie, I found Maddie Russell's contact just literally by like a general email list in Fox Sports. I was like, oh, that's Maddie Russell's email.
he's going to email him?
I'll just email him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't know him prior to that?
No, never knew him prior.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought you might have worked with him and like sort of leverage your own sort of.
No, yeah, I had met him
Personal
when I
relationship.
came up for some training shifts. I met him once briefly, but he was working as well. But he just chatted to me, and I was like, oh, yeah, both. Yeah, I'm from the Gong as well, and all that. But yeah, I do like weekly like sport recap ones about just sport in the Gong and all that. Some teams, but it was too broad, I think.
Yeah.
Like I needed to find a niche, but at the same time, like I'm just like, I'd love to do like sort of like interview type of styles like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
But as you know, reaching out to people, organising the time, particularly when you're driving up to Sydney now, it's tricky. But also, if it's just like if you can find a niche topic and just do your own little thing, talking to yourself is hard. Like I've done it a few times before.
Oh yeah. My last episode was just me.
It's hard.
Like just a Han Solo.
It is. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard. You really it is a real skill, but I think you can only get so much out of a show without speaking to someone.
Yeah,
and I love finding stories about people as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
that's why I was really looking forward to having a chat to you today, just to get your like insights on like and how it all began. Because when I first started this podcast it was actually like just over 12 months ago.
Yeah,
and then I
around about the time when I was trying to do something. Yeah,
and I was like, oh, there's another Gong Pod, and I'd followed it since, and then kept tabs on your story since then. And I was like, oh, there's another podcast in town, and I knew you were doing more sports stuff, but ours is like more of a shit talk one.
See, I like that too. I just have mates.
Go on now, mate.
Yeah, we'll golf. We'll tee up a golf time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you done golf content before?
Yeah. I've done
that's a good little.
I've done a bit of stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I said, a couple of kilos, few and far between to get out on the course, and then I'm just that shit. Just that shit.
But you know what? There's a thing in that.
Absolutely.
There's a thing. People love that sort of
stuff.
So
I'm going to do I think the golf content sort of intertwined with everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
Like we host punt days.
Oh yeah,
punters
they're
clubs.
Cool. Just like events like that.
Yeah, unreal. So we've started dipping our toe into the live events, and then trying to get a golf day up and going, and then maybe even a day at Kembla or something like that. But
yeah, that's cool.
Because the live events, man, are fucking so much fun.
Seeing people who actually listen to you in the
flesh, and I'm really trying to go all in on the MC sort of presenting stuff as well.
Yeah, I'd love to do that one day as well. Yeah,
I hosted Fashions on the Field once.
Fashions, yeah.
And at Kembla Grange. Yeah. Not Kembla Grange. The Kembla Racecourse. It was so windy that day. So everything's blowing off. The poor little fascinators are the chicks are trying to hold on to them, and they're walking out in the dresses are all going crazy.
Yeah. I've just got to judge something here.
Mate, it's a tough gig.
Yeah.
Do the old live stuff because you've got no script. You've got nothing to go off. You just literally have your own your own sort of shit spitting ability.
Yeah,
I like to call it.
Yeah, it's
I just made up.
Dribble and yarn. Yeah. It is. But you have to be prepped beforehand as well. So you got the knowledge in the back of your head.
Yeah, that's right. I think you just have to have the ability to be able to slow down. There's one thing I found with the podcast. I realised listening to myself back. When I'm talking, sometimes it sounds a lot quicker when I'm talking in person, and then I listen to it back. It's actually not as quick as it sounded when I was coming out. So that was a weird little thing. I can even slow it down even more. In my mind. Do you, when you watch yourself back, do you are critical of yourself, or can you do anything better?
Yeah, I'm definitely critical
my
of
lapels
myself.
hanging out. You're oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm definitely critical. I've found the fact if you're stumped on something or you're starting off, just do it slowly to start with. Then you can speed it up once you get used to it. But once you're in a rhythm, you're in a rhythm. Yeah. But I like to, and this is a skill as well. Reading, you're speaking.
Yeah.
And not sounding like your typical newsreader or something like this. Yeah. It's actually have your own style and and just read, but have your own like relaxed reading tone. That's like, I've never wanted to be like that typical.
Yeah, as
and
if you're just talking to someone, because you can tell as soon as I think it's on that 10 News, not the project, whatever that news show is. You know, that project,
News Plus or whatever.
Whatever it is, 10 News Plus. It looks super shit.
I'll lay off news. It's just.
Like that.
I'll find out what's going on. I was like, that's it. No commentary, thanks.
The chick on there, as soon as she started talking, it was like, in other news, we're welcome back to the 10 plus. It was like straight off the bat. It's like, that's just such a, a presenter, weather person voice.
I was taught that straight away.
You were taught that?
No, I was taught not to do that straight away. Like,
really?
Straight away.
How did they get away with it?
Ali was just like straight away, just like, find your own voice. Like,
yeah, right.
Like, it's funny, like, she'd hear something like that, it's like, oh, God, that's so ABC. So ABC. But, and not to discount the ABC, but, like, there's a unique, like, old school reader voice. And it's
I could imagine.
Find your own personality.
Yeah.
In the way you read, like, your own bit of flair.
And do you reckon you're getting a hold of that now? Like, because I've watched the other day, me and Rach, my fiance, was like, we're just watching, had Fox on or whatever, and then you popped up. I was like,
jump scare.
I was like, Rach, he's going to come on the pod in a couple of weeks, and mate, it sounded great.
Thanks, mate.
Killed it.
I try to be casual as I can.
There's a certain way. It's not like you can be like super sloppy. Like, in other news, the Titans won over the weekend. Like, there's a certain way you've got to say it, but I think you did really well.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm still learning. I still feel like I'm still at the beginning.
Well, of course, yeah. You look at Matty Russell, been doing it for 20, 30 years.
Yeah, he's a master. A master, yeah.
I wouldn't compare yourself too much to them, but I saw the other day that you were out and about with Nelson.
The other week, yeah, and that's a good thing. Like, I've always wanted to get out to presses more, but like, just because, like, Wednesdays, for example, I'm the only reader all night, so you can't really get out. But this one worked out.
Wednesday nights?
Wednesday arvos and nights, yeah.
So you're the only reader. What does that mean?
So we'll have a couple of producers, but for those bulletins that night, I'll be the only one, the reading.
So everyone who's listening and want to watch Jarrod do his thing Wednesday nights.
Yeah, and then Thursdays, basically Thursday to Sunday, we'll have two of us. So we'll half. One will take earlier ones in the arvo, one will take the later ones at night.
So are you like upstairs just having a kip, or?
No, you're producing as well. So we produce the news stories as well.
So what does producing look like?
So like, if you know how you voice a package, cut up stuff like that for a game, or things we call VSVs. So like, you'll read a script to camera, vision will come up, you'll cut to what we call a SOT, which is like a video grab, and then you'll read under some more vision. That's a VSV.
Right,
you can cut up those as well, write the script.
So you're like editing all this shit together?
Oh, yeah.
Then you're in the booth as well?
In the booth if you're doing a voice package as well. And so like we don't just read. We cut
so
up.
You do heaps of shit.
We try to, yeah. We won't cut up as much as what the producers will while we're reading, obviously. But we'll still.
I don't think a lot of people would know that.
No, yeah, like you have to be a jack of all trades.
So I reckon a lot of people, for me personally, I thought you just like, you get given your script, it's like, all right, you're on at 5 o'clock and it's 3 o'clock, you go have some lunch and you go, all right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's bulletins.
Yeah, no, you'll still be cutting up things, depending how busy it is. Like most of the time you'll get, can you cut this up, this grab or something? You'll be doing all that sort of stuff as well. So
that's unreal.
You're still doing that as well. It keeps you busy, and the best thing about it is you're doing it about sport as well.
Yeah. So I really wanted to ask you, so you were out and about, for those who don't know, Nelson.
I did divert,
Nelson Asafa-Somaloma.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, well, that was him.
Nelson Asafa-Somaloma.
Big Nas.
Yeah, we'll just go Big Nas. But he's a former NRL player, now heavyweight title contender, really.
Yep. He is fighting in the Gong in 2 weeks, Easter Sunday.
The way he uppercutted Jeremy Lattimore, holy fuck.
Jeremy
Flattimore, more like it.
Former Dragon as well.
Former Dragon,
another person who... Wasn't he the one who, like, they had that massive Mount Ousley crash and he had to, like, bike it down to make a 6 p.m. Friday kickoff a couple of years ago?
I didn't hear about that, no.
I think that was him. But, like, we had a presser with NAS a couple of weeks ago.
So is that for the fight that's coming up in 2 weeks?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were really the only... Sometimes, like, one media company will go there, but we'll just send the footage out. Like, we call it a pool. We'll send it out to others because it's a press conference. No one owns footage to a press conference.
Right. Oh, really?
No.
Even if it's like main event putting it on?
If it's an all-in presser, you don't have to credit anyone because it's a presser. If it's like a one-on-one interview, which I did with Nas on the side, that's ours. That's ours. Can't use ours.
So you got like your own mics, you got Fox.
Which, to be fair, like I've got my Fox Sports mic anyway. Channel 9 or 10's not gonna use that anyway. But if it's a presser,
sure. Go for goal.
Go for goal.
Like after the NRL games and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you don't have to credit anyone or anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All in press conference.
Because that would be fucking super painful to have to go through like the legalities of like Channel 9 own that, we can't use any of that.
Yeah. So there's all that. So we had a presser, and we were the only official media there that day. So we were sending it out, but it meant, and I've been to press conferences, but not as much as I would have liked to, because that's the sort of stuff like I like. So I'm like, I've got to drive this year. And we drove it. It went well. And
so is that like the big presser? Were you in the crowd like asking the questions, or was this like the
this was
one-on-one?
just at a little boxing gym actually. So it wasn't a big one. It was at a boxing gym in Sydney, just down the road from where we were, and it was just like it was probably like a room. Oh, a typical boxing gym, sweaty and all that. It was just next to the boxing ring, and then once the presser was done, we just got in for a quick 3-minute chat, and it was just. Yeah,
I've seen his clip, and he was like, "Oh, my man's asking heaps of good questions."
Yeah, we were joking beforehand because we were chatting to him beforehand, and he was joking, saying like, "I've just had this massive lunch," and like when the post melatonin hits lunchtime, he was feeling that. So the first question I asked him, I think it was just a stock standard one, and he was just like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have had that lunch." He was just stumped.
Oh, really?
But then I got him again a couple of seconds later. He's just like, "Oh, you're asking great questions." And like for someone who doesn't go out too often, I was like, I don't know if he was buttering me up to get me on his right side, but yeah.
No, he seemed pretty genuine when
he was a really softly spoken dude. Softly spoken dude. See, I still can't speak.
No, that's all right. That's a little stroke. That's all right. We'll clip that up. That's a stroke.
Yeah.
Clip
But
that up
not of the golfing kind I'll be having later. Be plenty of those. But so we had that, and then I thought, what, just for social, let's got to get a photo with him. Like, we're down here.
Fuck you.
And quite honestly, like I'm 6'3", but that photo flattered me. He was massive.
I saw that, so I thought you were about my height, like about 6 foot. So then, now that knowing that you're 6'3",
he's tall, man.
Holy fuck!
He's like 202 centimeters tall, or something like that.
Do you get nervous? Like you go like, "Fuck, I got to ask Nelson." Like Big Nas, a couple of questions. Like
you're more nervous walking in because you've never met anyone before. But like after a minute, when you're speaking to them, it's funny. It's like you watch these guys all your life, and it's like you're just a normal person. Okay,
of course.
It's chat. Like so chatting here, right?
The situation, is it like a bit overwhelming? Like walking in and be like, especially if you're driving it.
Oh, see, I frothed it. Like it can be overwhelming for some, but I dig that stuff.
You dig that stuff?
I digged it. Yeah, it was good. Dug it. What do you want to call it? But
digged it?
Digged it. No, I love that shit. Yeah, love it.
Is he the biggest guy that you've interviewed so far, like in that setting?
Yeah. Who else have I interviewed? Yeah, probably. I think one-on-one. Probably.
Yeah.
I think so. At the time being, yeah. I've crossed to a couple of people and all that jazz.
Yeah, unreal. So, like, what does your week look like? So obviously Wednesday to Sunday. So then Wednesday nights you're on as a presenter. Then Thursday.
Yeah. So my shifts are. It's either at ours. It's either 4:30 in the morning to 2 o'clock in the arvo.
Oh my god.
Which I don't do, thankfully.
Oh my god.
Or it's 2 o'clock in the arvo till 11:30 at night.
That would be better shift for me.
Which is
personally.
Much better. Yeah.
Oh, what? So 4:30 get there, then on air at 6.
You'd be on air. You have a pre-recorded sport hit that Sky run all morning, just separate one from 5:30. But our first live bulletin commitment for FSN is 7 a.m.
Yeah, right.
And then in the afternoons, it varies by day. Like in the afternoons, usually the earliest bulletin would be 4. But you might have like a sport hit you have to do cross from Sky and all that, and you just read the sport.
Wow! So once you get to know all the little ins and outs and like who to throw to, and like it must be such a fun job.
It's, mate, like I've always said, like it's sometimes you're driving up and it's like it feels busy as you feel tired, but then I sit back and I'm just like growing up, I used to mow lawns with my dad at uni.
Yeah.
Like Dad, before he started working on rail, we had a lawn mowing business, and I'd just go and help him. and I used to hate it, but the time we had together was pretty cool.
Mate, guys like us, we're not cut out for manual labour.
No,
I used to dig holes.
but like I got a taste of what it was like, right? Being in the sun all day and all that, and like if I feel tired, I sit there. I'm just like, mate, I could be digging holes for a living.
100%.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I actually admire it.
I admire it too. I did it for 3 months.
Yeah,
it was the most fucked thing I've ever done. So like, I tip my hat out to those who are building our buildings and digging our holes and mowing our lawns and that sort of shit.
Like my partner's a nurse. She works in an oncology ward, which is a cancer ward.
My God.
Mate, she's...
Tip our hat to all the nurses out there.
She is there at the final stages of people's lives and all that, and she just... That's the story she comes home with, and then I'm just like, well, Para beat the Dragons this half, by the way. That's what I talked about. But, I'm just like, if I feel tired and I'm just like, this is a long day, I'm just like, man, it could be so much worse.
Oh, absolutely.
I felt like that away as well. I'm just like, it could be worse. Yeah. Honestly.
Do you reckon, I was going to hit up Crammy to come on. Do you reckon he would be up to that?
He should.
Yeah, he called me the other day. He's like, a couple of weeks ago, I had to fill in for trivia.
Yeah.
He had the trots.
Crammy's trivia. Yeah, the famous Wednesday night trivia.
Yeah, he had the trots. And he's like, Jordan, I got your number passed on to me from like the Illawarra, because I do the disco bingo here on Tuesday nights.
Disco bingo, good rhyming day.
On Tuesday nights here. So, mate, if you're off, more than welcome to come. Crammy called me. He's like, man, I've got the trots. I need you to come with me for the trivia. Yeah. I'll send you like all the sheets and what to do. I've never done trivia before. Yeah. But now I got his number, so I was going to hit him up. So
and that is the perfect leap, mate.
Crammy, can you come on?
I think he's done a pod before. I think he did it with Marjay Saba years ago.
Marjay,
yeah, right. Of Drive Show at another radio
Well,
station,
I'm going to hit him up. Yeah. I'm going to hit him up to come on. Now, mate, before we wrap this up, a quick, what are your thoughts on what's going on at ARN? Because I'm a big fan of Kyle and Jackie, the show. Yeah. A lot of people listening would be. What are your thoughts there? Just, do you have anything to share, or can you say much?
I can say what I want. Without alleging anything, but
this is all allegedly hypothetical.
This is allegedly, disclaimer. No, like ARN. No, I had a great time at ARN. They were really good to me. Yeah, but I was in the news department as well. But
no, of course we are. You're looking at $100 million contract.
I remember the day that got announced. There's been a lot of people in that company who got laid off for that. Because the costs were so high, and it's coming back to bite them a bit. And I think it seemed, I don't know, it seemed like I listened to that section of the show which sort of blew up and caused it, and I was like, I didn't think it was that much in it. It seemed a bit strange.
No, I think a lot of people would be of the same opinion. For me personally, it seemed a huge overreaction. Yeah. It does seem weird. It just seems weird.
It'd be interesting to see what comes from it, because, ARN can't afford to pay out the rest of Kyle's contract. I don't think they can anyway. That's a lot of money. And there's been a lot of people, a couple of people I know as well, who've been laid off. Yeah. And there's been a lot of networking.
And you believe, do you know from them that it was in a direct relation to that contract?
Well,
or not really?
It all started after that, and it's a really expensive contract. And
but is it $200 million? Is it a $200 million contract?
It was $200 million between the both of them over 10 years. 10 years. So it was like $10 million each a year. Wow. Yeah, a lot of money.
Oh, but they signed it though.
They did sign it. Yeah, they did sign it. I think they were worried about them going somewhere else.
Crazy.
I don't know what's going. Yeah. The thing, like Kyle and Jacko will be fine. They're fine. But it's the people who work at ARN now and what the effect is on them. Yeah. What happens to them? Do they need to do more cost cutting? Yeah, right. That's what I'm worried about. But if it works out right for them, then
I think they're going to court, right? So I think by all reports, I think Kyle will end up with his money. He's not going to go away.
No, he doesn't strike me as a guy who would accept no, the word no often. But I've never met him either, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No,
but of course, I've never met him either.
But it's.
What are your thoughts? Do you reckon they'll come back together, or do you reckon it's all done?
Mate, it seems pretty far gone now, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, when it first came out, I thought it was a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
It's screen publicity radio stunt. I think it's too far gone now.
Yeah. I think it's interesting to see what happens. If they ever get back together and like their first on-air show back together after all this, it'd be the most listened to stream thing ever.
It wouldn't be with ARN if they ever came back on radio. Mate,
Is Today FM part of them or not?
No, they're part of Listener, who own like Triple M and SCA.
Yeah,
Actually,
right.
they're still SCA. I think they're still SCA, which is like SCA. I don't know, do they still own 10 or not? Or they sold them off or something, but SCA were a part of 10.
You'd have to assume it's all done with ARN, eh?
I can't see how that relationship's repaired. I reckon once it's all done, they'll probably go into podcasting.
Mate, imagine that. They'll crush me.
I'm out of a job. How have you found podcasting though? Like the last year or so, like
it's
because it's something that's always interested me as well. And
yeah,
I'd love to get back into it one day, but
I've
found it.
I've always wanted to do something like this. No, it always like.
Are you like me, where it was in the back of your head for ages?
For ages, yeah. Because I'm 10, 11 years ago, I started did my acting course, and I've been in movies and TV shows. I always wanted to do that, and then I added modelling to it in 2019. I signed with Vivian's in Double Bay.
What sort of modelling are we talking?
Like anything, catwalk. E-commerce.
On the catwalk, I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Shirts off type stuff. And then I did that, and then intertwined a little MC with my mates' weddings and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And I always envisioned myself on the mic and being front and center of the camera. Which sort of went all hand in hand. And I always wanted to do a podcast, but I had really no idea about how to do it or even
what
the
it's
means.
Going to be about. Yeah.
What are we ever going to talk about? Who am I going to get on? So then I think as I got older and the maturity and sort of understanding my own sort of ability to be able to leverage who I know and and who I am, because mid-20s, early 30s, I was still struggling to where do I want to go and who am I type stuff. So
of course. Yeah.
Once I understood that and knew exactly where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, that's when the podcast was okay, well, I think we're going to do this. And just purchased some DJI mics, just doing it with my phone still, nothing.
It works. If it works,
nothing
honestly.
logged in, nothing. Obviously, the dream would be then to have a studio and then sort of follow in the footsteps of the Hello Sport guys, or
my favourite show, by the way.
Maybe not so NRL dominant or heavy, but I think that's a lot of my passion is the footy, but also movies and that type of stuff, and also getting to know people like yourself, locally.
I find there's two types of shows. There's that, like what they do, but there's also getting people in and talking to people.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a hybrid of what they do and what I can bring to it. The same or similar dribble shit talk, but about
mixing
maybe
in
a lot more other things. And eventually I'd love to do 2 episodes a week in the studio, one like this, and then one purely sport dominated, footy dominated.
It's good, yeah.
But over the last 12 months, I've learnt heaps. But with my son was born 2 months after I started.
All right, yeah, that's.
So I had a 2-year-old daughter at the time. Now she's 3. Now he's about to turn 1.
Yeah.
And, mates, my fiance has been a huge helping hand looking after kidlets. Leaving after right now. Yeah. She believes in it. I believe in this, and I've absolutely loved the journey.
It's cool, eh?
I've met yourself, Timmy Williams from SC Playbook.
The biggest thing.
Yeah, I thought it was unreal. And obviously, I get a little bit nervous, meeting people for the first time, because sit down for an hour and have a chat.
Yeah, 100%.
But out of it, we started doing the live events, which have been incredible. Cool. And we're going to do more and more live events with Fishy and Trav, the AI guy. We're doing more of that. Try and do a golf day now, and then I'll be at the forefront of all that on the mic, and then
mad.
hopefully have an imprint here locally, where I can be that guy that has a podcast and does live events, and then ultimately be able to give back to the people of Wollongong. We've got a thing not sure if you've seen the hat, but tell your mates you love them.
Oh yeah.
That's how we finished the podcast. Just with the men's mental health, that sort of come into the podcast more than I was expecting. Just chatting to the boys.
It happened that with my old show as well. When I did actually it was funny when COVID hit. We had we had the football podcast, and obviously all the comps shut down, but we were still trying to do stuff. So what we did, we started pro clubs tournament. I don't know if you know what pro clubs is. It's basically where you create your own player on FIFA, or when it was known FIFA, and you play with your mates in a team and all that. So
that's cool.
Everyone would have their own player. So what we did during COVID, we was like, right, if you want to play in this comp, play for Bellambi. We'll create a Bellambi club. Get your mates together from your club, your playing mates, join a team.
Yeah.
Make a team, and we'll make it like, I don't know, a $10 donation each player to the Black Dog Institute as like an cool. entry. Yeah. And we end up having I think it was like 16 teams, 170 players came in. We got everyone to set up PlayStation streaming, so like we'd have streaming links to everything. But we made it as like a fundraiser. I think we raised like $3,000 in the end.
That's unreal.
For the Black Dog. And it was like people coming together even during COVID.
Helps, and all man. That's incredible. I think I want to get down into that space as well. I think it's becoming more and more important in my life as well. And like even just chatting to my mates who I would usually just be a sporadic sort of conversation at the pub or something like that. But I actually know my mates and my brother and my old man's come on the podcast and I've known them so much more now just by no other distractions. No one's on their phone. We're just conversing for like an hour and a half.
It works.
And mate, it's been an incredible journey.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
And today, mate, it's been incredible. Great chat.
Mate, I know what it's like asking people to come on, and
mate, I really appreciate it.
You do really appreciate it. In the end, it's like, I know there's a few people would say no, and it's like,
people knock me back all the time.
I'm just like, I know how shit it feels someone to knock you back or something like that. So I'm just
mate, but it's all part and parcel until we're at a certain point. Then people are asking us to come on.
And once you hear that, that's the satisfying.
And then everyone who I've asked and said nah, I'll be like, nah, bro.
Sorry, mate. It's like Bitcoin. It's like you got to get on early. And then,
exactly.
Shoot up. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but mate,
appreciate it,
mate. I really appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for coming on.
Pleasure.
Once again, shout out to the Illawarra Hotel hosting today's episode 52 of the Mean Podcast. JP, mate, I hope you play well.
Pleasure. Yeah, I doubt it.
Play well, swing well.
Swing well. And try to anyway.
Guys, as per usual, we'll see you next week. But that's been Jarrod Pollard, episode 52. Tell your mates you love them. We are Audi 5000.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thanks again, man. Appreciate you.